Hello aspirants, welcome back to India for IAS. This is Manjunath Mudod. In this video, we are going to study about ISRO's Aditya spacecraft. Recently, Aditya L1 mission was in news because on January 6, 2024, this spacecraft reached its destination, that is L1. L1 is also called as first Lagrange point of Sun-Earth system. So aspirants, in this video we are going to study about what is Aditya L1 mission, what are its objectives, what is the significance of this mission, then we will be studying about Lagrange points. Before we move into the Aditya L1 mission, let us discuss briefly about structure of the sun. The sun consists of different layers and they are grouped into inner layers and outer layers. The inner layers are core, radiative zone and convective zone, and the outer cells are photosphere, chromosphere and corona. The mission of the Aditya L1 is to study about the photosphere, chromosphere and corona. So here we can see the image of structure of the sun. So the core is the central part of the sun. Then core is surrounded by radiative zone. Then radiative zone is surrounded by convective zone. So these are the inner cells or inner layers of the sun. Then surrounding the inner layers we have photosphere, chromosphere and then corona. Core is the innermost layer of the sun and temperature at the core is 15 million degrees Celsius. It functions as the energy powerhouse and it generates the all radiant energy that sun emits. So extraordinary temperature and density support the nuclear reactions. The extraordinary temperature and density at the core support the nuclear reactions. So this also contributes to the elemental diversity. Then we have a radiative zone. The function of the radiative zone is to transfer the radiations from the core to the outer layers of the sun. So that's why it got the name radiative zone. Surrounding radiative zone, we have convective zone. Here energy transported via convection. Energy is transported via convection. That's why it is called as convection zone. So the energy is carried by movement of the plasma. Energy is carried by movement of the hot plasma. Surrounding convection layer, we have photosphere. So this is the one of the most crucial layers of the sun. So it produces all the visible light. All the visible light is produced from the photosphere. It is the coolest part of the sun with 5500 degrees Celsius temperature. The temperature at the photosphere is 5500 degrees Celsius. The phenomena like sunspots can occur at the photosphere. Phenomena like sunspots, they occur at this photosphere. Then surrounding photosphere, we have a chromosphere. So it is a red colored layer above the photosphere. So it is a red colored layer. So it is above the photosphere and temperature increases with altitude in chromosphere. So here temperature increases with altitude. Then so it is visible only during solar eclipse. It is visible only during solar eclipse. So during normal days we cannot see the chromosphere. So it is visible only during solar eclipse. The outermost layer of the sun is corona. So this is responsible for the coronal mass ejection or solar mass ejection. So it is responsible for coronal mass ejection or solar mass ejection. Now let us move to the Aditya L1 mission. This mission launched on September 2nd, 2023. And this mission reached its destination on January 6, 2024. So its destination is Lagrangian point 1. It is also called as L1 point of Earth Sun system. Coming to the objectives of the Aditya L1 mission, its objective is to study the various layers of the sun, that is corona, photosphere and chromosphere, and its primary objective is to understand the working of corona. So its primary objective is to understand the working of corona. So its orbit and placement is at L1, that is Lagrangian point 1 of the Sun Earth system. Lagrangian point 1 of the Sun Earth system. Moving on to the significance of this mission. So what are the significance of studying the sun. So the first one is understanding our solar system. The sun is the central entity in our solar system. So it exerts a significant influence on the behavior of all other celestial bodies. Studying the sun provides valuable insights into the dynamics of our solar neighborhood. So it fosters a deeper understanding of its overall structure and function. So that's why it is important to study the sun. The second importance or significance is to space weather prediction. Solar activities such as solar flares, and coronal mass ejections. They have potential to impact the Earth's space environment. So, understanding these phenomena is essential for predicting and mitigating the potential disruptions to communication systems, navigation, and power grids. And third significance is to advancing solar physics, exploring the sun's intricate behavior, including its magnetic fields, heating mechanisms, plasma dynamics, contributes to the advancements in fundamental physics and astrophysics. Insights derived from studying the sun contribute to our broader understanding of the universe and its underlying physical principles. And the fourth significance is enhancing energy research. The sun serves as a natural fusion reactor. So as we all know that the nuclear reaction that is happening inside the sun is natural fusion, and studying its core and its nuclear reactions can help us to develop clean and sustainable nuclear fusion energy on the earth. So this will help us to develop clean and sustainable nuclear fusion energy. Then aspirants comment what is the international project that is happening to harness the nuclear fusion on the earth. Then the last and the most important significance is to improving the satellite operations. Solar radiation, solar radiation and solar wind, they have direct impact on functioning of satellites and spacecraft. Understanding these solar interactions is crucial for designing and operating spacecraft effectively, leading to improved satellite performance and longevity. Now let us move to Lagrange points. These are the special positions in the space where gravitational forces between two large orbiting bodies, in this case sun and earth, reach equilibrium. So there is a equilibrium between gravitational forces of the two large orbiting bodies. So in this case it is sun and earth. So these forces reach equilibrium. The advantage of these positions is that they allow small objects like satellites to remain in a stable position without expending significant fuel to maintain their orbits. So without expending significant fuel. So there is not much energy required to remain in the orbits. There are 5 Lagrange points exist for two larger celestial bodies. If you consider Sun and Earth, for Sun and Earth system, there are 5 Lagrange points. Say if you take Sun and Saturn, for Sun and Saturn, again there are 5 Lagrange points. So for every two larger celestial bodies, there exist a 5 Lagrange points. In this figure, we can find the 5 Lagrange points of the Sun Earth system. So this is L1, this is L2, this is L3, this is L4 and this is L5. So moving on to the Lagrange point 1. This point is most significant for solar observations. Satellites in a halo orbit around L1 enjoy the advantage of continuous sun visibility. So they enjoy advantage of continuous sun visibility without any solar eclipses. And currently the solar and heliospheric observatory satellite is in L1 point. Then the second point is Lagrange point 2. So this point is directly behind the earth. So here we can find that the L2 is directly behind the earth and it is ideal for observing the universe without interference from the Earth's shadow. So it is ideal for observing the universe without any interference from the Earth's shadow. And the James Webb telescope is located in L2 point. Moving on to the Lagrange point 3, that is L3. So this is located behind the sun, opposite to the Earth position, and it is slightly beyond the Earth's orbit. So it offers potential for observations of the far side of the sun. So to study the far side of the sun, this point is helpful. Then lastly, we have Lagrange point 4 and Lagrange point 5. So this is L4 and this is L5. These positions are frequently used for space observatories, including those that study asteroids. They is used for space observatories and study of asteroids. So this is all about the Lagrange point of Sun Earth system from L1 to L5. Now let us move to the solar missions launched by other countries. So USA has launched a few solar missions, that is Parker Solar Probe, Trace mission, Stereo mission. Then European Space Agency, it launched Solar Orbiter, Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, then Ulysses. Then China launched Tianzhou 1. So these are the few important solar missions launched by other countries. Based on the topic that we have discussed so far, that is Aditya L1 mission. So here we have provided one prelims practice question. Go through the question and comment your answers. For detailed answer and explanation, the handout of the topic that we have discussed is available in our WhatsApp and Telegram group. So please join the group and download the handout. The handout contains the whole content and practice question and answer for that question. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, happy learning.